Okay, so all I'm going to say about the season premiere is that somebody is lying.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What,
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for season 4, episode 1 of Empire. Like I said, somebody lying. I don't trust this what's going down. And I really didn't even like this episode. I really didn't. I'm a fan of the show, so I'm in. I ain't going nowhere. I'm in. I'm gonna be watching every week. I'm gonna be reviewing, but I don't like the way this went. But knowing Lee Daniels the way I know Lee Daniels is going to deliver. It's gonna be fine. But what we got going on here, remember when we left, there was the explosion. And Lucius lost his memory and all of that. Okay. And entered Demi Moore as his personal nurse. And he was very receptive to her, but didn't remember anybody else. So this is where we kind of kept on building on to. The family is in the midst of putting together this 20th anniversary, and they kept making reference back to the 25-year anniversary of Motown, with Motown being at the Apollo and all that. That Motown 25, which is, it's a landmark. It is legendary. That was a legendary on-screen gathering. It's something that nobody will ever forget. Like the first time Michael Jackson did the little moonwalk thing, Diana Ross. It was all of Motown coming together after 900 million years. It was fantastic. Something, if you've seen it, you would never forget it. And I've seen it live. But anyway, so that's what they're trying to kind of recreate. This is what they're doing. And nobody has seen Lucius, and it's been months. So that's supposed to be the whole thing. Lucius is actually going to show up. The shareholders are real nervous. They're like, we ain't seen Lucius, honey. We trying to check on our money and all of this. So all of that's on the line. Cookie is very impatient about the recovery and the memory loss, okay? Lucius has to be handled with these kid gloves, okay? So this is what we're seeing through the whole episode. Lucius being handled with these kid gloves. He doesn't remember his own music. He's saying, I don't know, music gives me a headache. This, that, thing, and the other, and all that. Whatever. So all that's getting on my nerves. Just like it was getting on Cookie's nerves, it was getting on my damn nerves, okay? And all through this, we're seeing his interaction with Demi Moore. Claudia. Her name is Claudia. And there's an internal struggle that's going on. It's between Claudia and Cookie. And Cookie approached that bitch and told her, honey, wait a minute, what's going on? See, I'm going to let you go. We're going to let you go because you got some bullshit running. You trying to make a come up. Because see, what you're doing is you trying to gear and watch him try to fall in love with you. Ain't gonna happen, boo. Ain't gonna happen. And this is basically what's going on. I don't trust that Claudia. I really don't. I don't trust that Claudia. I don't trust her. She's trying to make a comeback. She's trying to be the next Mrs. Lion. And ain't nobody having that. So you can get the hell on out of here. And I'm like, okay, so this is what's all going on. And then she just be overstepping. That bitch is a chronic line stepper, okay? We're going to talk about it. Anyway, so we got Shine. Shine is impatient with waiting on Lucius to get himself together and go ahead and complete and turn the company over to Andre because, everything's not done. He's supposed to be turning the company over to Andre. And Shine is waiting on his little stuff to go on. Then there's this whole little thing with all this, the explosion and all that stuff in Vegas. The authorities in Vegas are running around sniffing, snooping, and questioning things. So we got all that going on. We actually seen Shine kill the little bomber guy. It's like a little guy. He was a snitch. He was doing some backhanded moves. Shine popped him, shot him point blank period in his head, tore him out. And he's kind of going back and forth. Him and Andre are going back and forth. Hakeem is still being blackmailed by Mrs. Dubois. Basically, all she does right now is pretty much makes him bring Bella over to the house every Tuesday for her to see her. She done fell in love with the baby, that's all. But she's still being mean and hateful. And she got her one of the twins is still egging himself on trying to get Jamal. But I think he actually is kind of really liking Jamal, too. Terrell Carter's playing that role with his fine self. But I think he kind of does like Jamal. And he was kind of telling her, it's harder to really run over him because he has so much stuff going on with his dad and stuff. She's like, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't care about none of that. I sent you to do a job. And you're getting like your dad. You're incompetent. You ain't getting that. I said, oh. And he got kind of smart with her, told her, I don't have nothing in common with my dad. I said, oh, watch your tongue, young boy. Don't you talk to Granny like that, honey. Don't do it. Talking that shit to Granny and get your face smacked, honey. She told him, I don't want to hear any of them excuses. Get it done. She messed up my son's life and my legacy. I'm going to mess up every one of her children's life, one at a time, and pick the meat from the bones. I said, oh, okay. So she basically told Hakeem, see all these pictures I got and you consorting with us? Take this right to your mammy. And what you think she gonna do? He said she probably beat me with a broom or something like she always do. She said, that's right, she beat your ass. So that was that. They got all that going on. So anyway, they ended up getting a whole family together for this dinner, child. They were sitting down and it just turned into a whole shit show like they always do. They going back and forth because everybody's being nice and everybody telling the truth on. And Lucius come with this one song that he said he liked. And here it happened to be it was a love song that he did when Cookie was in jail. Cookie actually wrote the song, but he took credit for it. And it became a hit. And he said he liked that song because it's different than all the other ones. So it finally ended up coming out and told him Cookie actually wrote the song, but Lucius took credit. Lucius like, well, that's not fair. Cookie, how do you feel about that? This, that, thing, and the other. And that's why I was like, he is really playing a game with them. Because I don't believe none of this stuff. Then he was going around the table, asking questions. He don't remember that. Well, where's your... He said he thinks that Tiana is Bella's mother. And Anika's in jail, child. Anika's in jail. That's another thing. She's in jail. Dubois is keeping her in jail. He thinking Tiana is Bella's mom. Thinking to ask Andre, well, why don't you have nobody? He's going to say, I did have somebody. I had a wife. She died a long time ago. Just keep all the unpleasant memories they ain't touching. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he says, yeah. Jamal, why ain't you got nobody? You ain't got no guy that you like? He gonna say, well, who said it would be a guy? He gonna say, oh, I'm sorry. Instead the other dude gonna say, what, you're not comfortable to bring, be yourself and bring a man around? He said, what, is that because of me? I said, something ain't right. Something ain't right, something ain't right, something ain't right. Because who does... I ain't buying into the fantasy. I'm not. This is giving me American Horror Story tease. I don't believe none of you. I think you're all lying, child. Claudia and... I don't trust that Claudia or that Lucius, honey. And then, he's not Lucius lying anymore. He's Dwight. Bullshit. So anyway, we go down. They go down. We get to the actual anniversary show situation. Oh, because after the dinner, like, it all blew up. Hakeem was the one that was like, I'm sick of this shit. He's like, you were horrible. You were horrible. You stole the rag and crabs from her and this, that, and the other. And he went running. Well, and he only got one leg, y'all. Did I mention that? He ain't got but one leg. He got this fake leg now. He hobbled his ass on down there, great, jump in the water, and no, he don't know how to swim. And they ran and got him and hugged him. Told him, we're your family. And he looking over at Claudia. And they look like, yeah, we're your family. He looking at Claudia like, I don't know these people, child. That's a mess. Anyway, when they get over to the thing, here it is. He's suffering from like PTSD. I said, so you know how to act, because remember, this is how Jamal was acting. Child, get out of here. I'm not buying none of this. But like I said about that Claudia and her line stepping, he goes through this little episode. They try to get him all calmed down. She gonna come in, tell him we gotta focus on what's real. This is real. How you feel is real. I'm real. And Cookie said, and I'm real, bitch. And she said, as you said, girl, is that a Nika's dress you got on? I don't know. It was in the closet. Habitual line stepper. Why do you have on a Nika's dress, honey? A mess. She got too much nerve. I just can't with her. I can't with her. Something ain't right. Anyway, Lucius got on stage, did his little speech, talked about his love of his family, this, that, thing, and the other. Sat down with Cookie, talked about how he loved this song. Had the song, I Love You, or whatever it is. And they had Jamal and Hakeem sang it. He's sitting at the table, rubbing on Cookie's hand like everything was all good and everything like that. Then they get done. He told her, I don't remember any of this. This is nothing I was acting. This is just I put on. All that was a lie, like we rehearsed it. I don't know. I don't remember none of this shit. It is what it is. Claudia, I'm ready to go home. And the last thing we saw, Cookie stood there. She turned around. She told him she had this dress on. It was cute. It was kind, it was real Cookie style. She was blonde. Her hair was blonde and messy. Cookie, always a little disheveled, just not right, all the way right. Real low décolleté, real high slits. Come on, Cookie. And she's standing there and she said, let me tell you something. Baby, you will remember me. Okay? I am Cookie Lion. And I am unforgettable. And that bitch got to marching on off it. I said, Cookie! She marched out of there. I said, girl, you better do it, Cookie. I knew. I said, Cookie ain't going for this shit. She was not going to take this laying down. Listen here, Claudia. You going to keep on playing games and wearing the Nika's clothes and being shady till you get your ass whooped. And I am so here for it. Child, my Cookie, honey. That's the look I have for the season and what's really going on. I'll be waiting for Cookie to yank Demi Moore by her hair and shake the shit out of her, honey. It's coming. Y'all just wait and see. I'll talk to y'all next week.